Erica, divorce my son right now.
Mom? What's going on all of a sudden?
And don't call me Mom. You're not my daughter-in-law anymore.
I don't understand what's going on.
Oh, well, I really didn't want my son to marry you. Freddie is my precious, precious only son. I was going to choose a partner for him as his mother. But one day, Freddie brought you home, and you told me that you were pregnant with his child. I had no choice but to allow you to marry him. At the time, I thought you were a nice girl. Look at you now. I'm so disappointed that you're actually an outrageous person.
Excuse me? Did I do something? I have no idea why you are upset.
I won't be easy on you just because you're pregnant. I told Freddie too. I want you to divorce him today and vanish from our lives.
Today? That's impossible.
I don't want to see your face anymore. Just texting you makes me sick.
Are you sure?
I have nothing more to say to you. You should hate yourself for deceiving my innocent Freddie.
I don't understand what you mean at all. It's impossible to get a divorce today.
Oh, are you worried about your baby?
Huh?
Leave today. Otherwise, I don't know what happens to the baby.
What are you saying? It's your grandchild.
Shut up. I'm not your mother-in-law anymore. You are to pack your things and leave quickly. Got it?
Hi, Freddie. You're already home, right?
Yes, I'm home. I just got home from work.
Okay. Then I'm sure you've already noticed.
Yeah? Mom told me. She told you to pack up and leave, didn't she?
Yeah. I got messages from her and I didn't know what was going on.
You really did leave the house, didn't you?
Huh?
Mom was impressed. She said, "You're surprisingly understanding."
Because if I didn't leave right away, I didn't know what she would do to our baby. I asked my parents to come and pick me up on short notice. I went back to my parents' house with the bare minimum of belongings.
Then all that's left is to proceed with a divorce.
What do you mean? Your mom kicked me out of the house and now you are asking me to divorce you?
Don't be so defensive. You were cheating on me.
Cheating? What? I didn't cheat on you.
Such a liar.
What?
My mom saw you cheating on me.
Your mom?
That's right. That's reason enough for divorce.
When did she say I cheated on you?
Yesterday. She saw you talking with a young guy at our front door. She said you guys looked very friendly.
Young guy? That's my brother.
Huh?
I'm pregnant and can't carry heavy things. So my brother delivered me some groceries.
Your brother?
That's right. I told you that my brother was coming yesterday, didn't I?
I don't remember that.
What?
You can't fool me, you know. You were going to take advantage of him while I was at work.
Why don't you ask my brother? Besides, I'm sure your mom would have remembered his face, because he was at our wedding.
No. Mom said she didn't recognize him.
That's ridiculous. Check on our security camera then. You'll see my brother. I'm sure you'll understand.
You're so demanding. Mom said she'd never seen him before. Are you trying to tell me that she's lying?
Not exactly. You're just accusing me of cheating and asking for a divorce without any evidence. I was just talking to my brother.
I thought you were a nice, innocent woman before we got married. I guess I was unlucky. You've got some nerve to cheat on me so brazenly in broad daylight.
You don't trust me at all, huh?
Mom said she saw it, so it must be true.
That's right. She's more important to you.
Of course she is. My mother would never lie to me. Let's get a divorce. I want to get rid of this cheating woman as soon as possible. But I'm not paying child support, okay? We're getting divorced because of you.
What? What are you talking about? Are you going to abandon your parental duties?
And the child you're carrying? It's your boyfriend's child anyway, right?
That's terrible. It's your child.
I don't believe you at all.
I don't mind taking a DNA test.
That won't be necessary.
Why not?
Because I'm 100% sure you're having an affair. I don't need a DNA test.
Isn't that the most important thing now?
I'm not going to raise a child with your blood in its veins. I can't let this child be a part of my family.
How can you say such a terrible thing?
I'm not going to be the father of your child. I'm going to find a woman younger and prettier than you, and she's going to have my baby. So you and the child in your belly, you guys are now strangers.
Oh, wow. If you don't believe me, then forget it. Promise me one thing.
What the hell?
From now on, no matter what happens, you stay away from me and my child.
Isn't that so obvious? I'm not going to get involved, even if you ask me to. You and that kid betrayed me. I'm not going anywhere near you.
So, we have an agreement, right?
Yeah, we do. Are you okay with this? Don't cry saying it's too hard to raise a kid on your own. Don't ask me to get back together with you.
There's no chance of that happening.
I see. I guess we're strangers now. Goodbye. Hey, Erica. It's been a long time. How are you? How's my kid growing up?
Who is it?
Hey, don't be sad.
Well, I'm seriously asking who you are.
Damn, you are still a pain in the ass. It's Freddie, your husband.
My what? I don't know my husband with that name.
Hey, what the hell are you blabbering about? We divorced 2 years ago. How can you forget in just 2 years?
We divorced 2 years ago, so you are my ex-husband, right?
Huh? It doesn't matter which one it is.
It does, because it's very important whether you are currently my husband or not. Make no mistake, please.
You are so nitpicky about details.
So what does my ex-husband want from me?
I'm trying to get back together with you.
Huh?
You can come back to me again.
I decline.
Why?
You're the one who decided I cheated on you. You're the one who demanded a divorce.
Well. Listen to me. Actually, Mom saw you walking with a kid the other day. Then, she said the kid looked exactly like me when I was his age.
Of course she did. He is related to you after all.
I thought he was your partner's kid. You were actually pregnant with my child?
I told you that over and over. You didn't believe me.
And one more thing. Mom told me you were bringing a young man home with you. I checked the data from the security camera at the front door recently, and your brother was right there. I thought, wow, what you said was true.
Did you say you checked it recently? It's a little too late for that, but...
I told my mom about it. She said she'd forgive you too.
Huh? She said she'd forgive me? I didn't do anything wrong, okay?
You're the one who did something confusing. I'll let that go so you can come back with our kid. You can be my wife again. I'm glad my mom is such a kind person.
Not good at all.
Oh, why?
I don't want to be your wife. I'm not at all happy with such a judgmental mother-in-law.
Oh,
And you? You left me because you believed only your mother's stories.
you made us think you were up to something.
Why? Why is it so confusing?
You invited your brother to our place.
What's wrong with having family over to my house?
Anyone would suspect an affair if a young man came to their house.
Your mom met my brother at the wedding. There are so many photos from the wedding.
I don't remember every single face of your relatives.
Even if she didn't remember their faces, it was stupid to assume that I was cheating on you.
Well,
And you didn't see it with your own eyes. You took your mother's word and divorced me.
what the hell? I told you I'll marry you again.
I don't want to.
Are you sure you want to be so stubborn? It's hard enough raising a child on your own, isn't it? You want to continue being a single mother?
Oh dear, who is a single mother?
You! Stop messing around and listen to me and your mother-in-law.
No, she's not my mother-in-law.
Shut up. You've been married to me once. Divorce or no divorce, you're still entitled to follow my lead.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Listen, I'll marry you today. Just get ready to go to the city office. I'm coming to pick you up with Mom. Erica, we came to your parents' house just now. Who is that guy?
Did you really come?
Of course. I was expecting to see my grandchild. But this guy told me you and your kid were out. I went to pick you guys up, you know?
I'm glad I made it in time. I was out with my kid.
And who was that man who answered the door?
He's my husband.
What? Husband?
We got married 6 months ago.
What? Why didn't you tell us?
I don't know what to tell you, but why would I bother telling you? And I'm pregnant with my husband's child.
What? Oh my God. Then give me my grandson. Frankly speaking, I don't care about you, but you have to give me my grandson. I will raise him together.
That child is not your grandchild.
What?
My husband officially adopted him.
What?
I'd like you to abandon the idea that he's your son's child or your grandchild.
Adoption? What the hell did you do?
I mean, why are you asking me to return my child now? Freddie and I have been divorced for a long time. He told me he was going to have the child with his new wife.
Well, he can't have children anymore.
Oh no.
Right after the divorce, Freddie was diagnosed with a severe illness. Because of the treatment he received at that time, he can no longer have a child of his own.
I see. So no matter what it takes, you want to take my kid, the only one with your blood in him.
That's right. If you understand, then give me my grandson.
No.
Don't you feel sorry for Freddie?
Well, I'm sorry he's sick, but...
If you feel that way, give me back my grandchild.
No, I won't.
You're a stubborn daughter-in-law.
I'm not your daughter-in-law.
You need to listen to me.
You say the same thing as your son.
I will not allow my daughter-in-law to disobey me.
You were the one who told me not to call you Mom anymore.
I told you I would let that go.
Letting it go where? If you don't back off here, I'll call the police.
The police?
You and Freddie are still hanging around near my parents' house anyway, right?
Kinda, but why are you calling the police?
I repeat, I am already divorced. My child has been adopted by my current husband. My husband and I have full custody of our child.
But he's not blood related to your current husband.
It doesn't matter. My husband is. Unlike you and Freddie, he is a man who loves us and our child as a whole. You cannot do anything anymore. Please leave.
Oh no, please, Erica. Give me back my grandson.
Then I'll call the police.
Stop it.
Then please leave.
Okay. I'm leaving now. Just don't call the police. Hey, Erica. Can we get back together again? Since I went to your parents' house, my mom has been totally depressed. She stays at home all day long. She doesn't seem to be able to do anything. Dad said he was thinking of getting a divorce. You know, I feel bad for my mom. Why don't you marry me again and raise our child together? He is our son, right? Once you and my kid come back, Mom will be fine. You want to show some appreciation to my mother too, don't you? And she won't have to go through a divorce. So, let's get back together, okay?
Enough.
What?
I'm not marrying you again.
Why not?
I got married 6 months ago. Didn't your mother tell you that?
I heard that, but you can divorce your husband as soon as you can. There won't be any trouble about custody. Just hurry up and bring my kid back home.
Huh? I'm pregnant with my husband's child.
What?
Oh, you didn't hear about that from your mom?
I didn't know.
And the fact that your parents are going through a divorce has nothing to do with me.
What?
Your father called the other day to apologize to me. He said he was sorry for the trouble his wife and son caused. Your father is a sensible man, unlike you and your mother.
Well, so what?
He told me at the time that I could tell you if you persist in contacting him. I'll tell you now.
What the hell? What is it?
Your mother has been cheating on her husband for a long time.
What?
They say if you're having an affair, you think other people are doing it too. That's exactly what happened 2 years ago.
My mom? No way.
She thought I was having an affair when she saw my brother. I guess it's because she was cheating on him.
Oh no.
Your mother brought a young man into the house while her husband was at work. She never learned her lesson.
Seriously?
And then, your father on your behalf paid me alimony. And also, he's been paying me monthly child support on your behalf.
What?
He hasn't done it anymore since I married my husband. He said he would deduct the amount from what you will eventually inherit.
What?
He said that you will probably end up with nothing.
What do you mean?
That's why I'm sure you're going through a big upheaval. So this is not the time to worry about me.
Help me out.
Don't tell me you've forgotten the promise we made back then.
Promise?
From now on, no matter what happens, you stay away from me and my children. That's what I said.
But things have changed, and you can help me as my ex-wife.
A promise is a promise.
No way.
Stay away from us for the rest of your life.
Oh no.
Freddie was living with his parents after the divorce. He was quite shocked when he found out about his mother's affair. He left his parents' house without saying a word. Shortly thereafter, my ex-parents-in-law divorced. My ex-mother-in-law was evicted from the family home. She was charged alimony, but since she was a housewife and had no savings, she had no choice but to borrow money. Now she is working so hard to pay off her debts. Freddie must have been mentally exhausted after losing so many things all at once. He made a series of mistakes at work and he got fired. He is now working as a day laborer to make ends meet. As for me, I recently gave birth to my second child. My current husband loves them both. I would like to continue to live happily with my beloved family.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.
Hey sis, how old are you now? Dolly, I thought I hadn't heard from you in a while. What is it? Just tell me, how old are you? I'm 45. Oh, that's right. Oh, thank God. It's not like I've lost my mind or gone back in time. What do you mean? Sis, you're getting married. Mom told me. Oh my God. Mom told you? Yes, we're getting married in 3 months. My fiancé and I went to our parents' house yesterday to tell them. This is so big. Why aren't you inviting me? On the contrary, why do you think I would invite you? The family has severed all ties with you. That's just a front for Dad. Mom still calls me family. We keep in touch. Oh, really? I mean, that's not important right now. I heard that your fiancé is a young, handsome, 25-year-old CEO. You're a 45-year-old hag, and you're marrying a guy 20 years younger than you. I know being called an old hag is hard to hear, but yes, he's 25. That's the same age as me. Why would an ugly old hag like you, unsold merchandise, be able to marry a young, good-looking CEO? I don't get it. I mean, you're just trying to get back at me, aren't you? Pardon me? What do you mean? I'm a real daughter born from Mom and Dad, but you're only half-blood because you're the daughter of Dad and his ex-wife. You were jealous of me because I'm young, pretty, brilliant, and loved by Mom and Dad. So you whispered some lies into Daddy's ears and got me kicked out of the house. And you weren't satisfied with that. So you are going to marry a handsome CEO the same age as me, as if to show me how it's done. You have such a warped personality. I'm not trying to show off at all. I wasn't going to tell you about the marriage because you were kicked out of the house. I didn't know Mom was taking your side. She always said you're too old to be her daughter. She and you don't have a drop of blood between you. It's only natural that she'd love me, right? Oh, is that so? I didn't know she thought that. Well, when we get married, we'll build our own house near his office and move. And I'll be away from your mother, so I don't care. Why are you acting so smug? That's the kind of thing that has always pissed me off. If you're going to do this, there are things I can do as well. Sis, only 1 month left until the wedding? I have an unfortunate announcement for you. What is it? I'm in a soft and loving relationship with my sister's fiancé. Huh? He's 25 years old, the president of the company, Shane Greenwood. He's in a hotel with me right now. To be frank, I don't want to be disturbed by an older, haggard sister who is trying to get her hands on the goods. I heard that you work for Shane's company. I don't know how you got promoted, being an incompetent old hag. I'm amazed that you seduced the president of the company and got engaged to him. But I'm not going to let you get away with that. From now on, if I want to, I can tell Shane to fire my sister. If you think you can fight me just because you're the manager, You're gravely mistaken. What are you talking about? If it is my fiancé, he's with me right now. Who's Shane Greenwood? What? Are you trying to deceive me by pretending you don't know him? That's the kind of tactic you've been using to win Shane over, isn't it? But that kind of strategy won't work on me. You should know your place, you 45-year-old hag, marrying a handsome 25-year-old CEO. Shane said he would switch to me the moment he saw me. An old lady being the wife of the president is hilarious. He said he'd rather marry me, someone younger than him. Oh, is that so? I don't know what it is, but why don't you do whatever you want? I'll have the wedding as planned. There's no way you can do that. You're just in shock because you lost your fiancé to me. That must be why you can't think straight. My poor sister. Seriously, you're hilarious. Hey, sissy! Are you really going to have your wedding today? You're going to have a wedding even though you were rejected? That's amazing. You're so miserable. Are you crazy? I mean, you know the groom isn't going to be there, but you're just going through with the ceremony? That's so scary. Is it like they're going to use a mannequin as the groom? That's even more scary. Dolly, what are you babbling on about? If it's the groom you're talking about, we came to the wedding hall together, and we're both in the middle of getting ready. What? Even meeting up with a mannequin and getting ready? If you're that delusional, you're in trouble. Delusional? I mean, come on. Shane is with me right now. Oh, is that a fact? That's why you have no choice but to cancel the wedding today. No, your relationship and my marriage have nothing to do with each other. Huh? Are you a sore loser? I'm telling you, your groom is with me. There's no way you can have a wedding under the circumstances. It's not fair for an ugly hag to get engaged to a handsome executive. That's why I took him away from you. I get to be the boss's wife too, killing two birds with one stone. By the way, I went to City Hall yesterday to register our marriage, so you won't be able to take him back. As for me, I would have been happy to wait until after I watched your wedding ceremony get destroyed. But Shane said we should do it as soon as possible. I'm really loved. I see. So that's what you were aiming for. So take that. If you figured it out, why don't you call off the wedding? No matter how you try, there won't be a groom. It's really miserable to be dealing with a mannequin. I showed you what reality is. You're still being so full of delusion, you're scary. You're the one who's delusional, Dolly. Huh? My fiancé is called Roy Greenwood. You married Shane Greenwood. He's not the boss. What? What do you mean? Your fiancé is Roy Greenwood, not Shane? Shane Greenwood is my fiancé's twin brother. He was a former presidential candidate. What do you mean, former? He was going to be the president because he was the eldest son. But he was found to have embezzled company money and used it to play around with women, so he was eliminated as a candidate. At the same time, the father of the Greenwood family cut him off, so now he is an ordinary person with no connections to the company. He's my husband's twin brother, but when I first heard his name, it didn't ring a bell. It's because his existence has been erased from the Greenwood family's black history so that no one would talk about it. What? Embezzlement? Playing with women? That's a lie. He's not that kind of person. He says he's the president and he makes a lot of money. He also knows that you are the general manager. My name is on the company website. That's why he saw it and said it at random, didn't he? I heard he's always been good at lying to deceive women.
That's not...
I'm a customer relations person, so I put my name on the website for the customer's trust. I can't believe he would misuse my name for something like this. Maybe we need to rethink our policies a little.
A lie! If that's the case, then where is Shane making his money from? If he's not the boss, how can he buy me bags and stuff? He's always at home. It's not like he works at a normal company.
If you're always at home, aren't you a recluse? Maybe the money comes from other women paying. Or maybe he's won some money betting or something. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't work for our company. You must be crazy to think that a man who is always at home is the boss.
I thought that because he's the boss, he can make money even if he lets employees do the work.
I'm sorry, but being a boss is not such a leisurely job. Shane was kicked out of his parents' house. Roy, who wasn't supposed to be president, took over. He was working like a madman. He was trained from the ground up as an ordinary employee, making the rounds of clients, talking directly to customers, and so on. In the process, I had the opportunity to mentor him as a supervisor. That's how we got to know each other and we became lovers.
I don't want to hear about the old lady's relationship. I mean, come on, Shane isn't the president? In fact, it's a lie that he might be a recluse, isn't it?
Come on, why don't you ask him then?
It's too late for that. He and I got registered yesterday.
I remember you said he wanted to get married as soon as possible. Maybe he wanted to do it because he didn't want you to find out the truth and reject him.
That's not true. You're lying because you're jealous of me. You're an old woman. You're doing this because you're jealous of me being so young, just like you kicked me out of the house so long ago.
Oh, you're talking about the old days? As I recall, there was a big row when you stole my boyfriend. Dad got mad and kicked you out of the house. A womanizing husband and a predatory woman who repeatedly tries to steal my boyfriends. I think they make a perfect couple.
I would never accept that. Trade husbands with me.
I'm sorry, but...
Ah! Now I'm angry. I'm gonna tell Dad about what happened today. You're the daughter of Dad's last wife. Maybe you think your dad is the only one who will stand by you. I'm going to go on a rampage and cry to him that you were bullying me.
Do you think you can do that now? Do you know where your father is now?
It's your wedding, right? Mom and I didn't get invitations. It's really rude to only invite Dad. But it's a nearby wedding anyway, right? It'll be easy to find if I look for it, and I'm going to get in and ruin the ceremony.
The wedding is in Australia.
What? You're kidding? An overseas wedding?
Not just the wedding. I told you we were going to build our house near his company when we got married, right? The headquarters is actually in Australia. We're getting ready to build our own home, and Dad will be living here from now on.
What?
You and your mother didn't know that Dad was secretly preparing to move out?
It's true. Dad's room is empty. Why did this happen?
Why don't you ask yourself why this happened? Well, I have to get ready for the wedding. Bye.
Sis, wait a minute. I got married to a recluse. I'm not going to let you live a luxurious life abroad. Hey, answer me.
My husband and I were blessed by our trusted relatives and colleagues. We had a happy wedding in Australia, and we are still living in Australia. My father has long been aware that my mother was secretly communicating with Dolly, whom she should have disowned. I am enjoying a relaxing life in retirement, free from the selfishness of mother and sister. Shane has been a recluse ever since he was kicked out of his parents' house and has been living off his women. He had 3 other women in addition to Dolly. Dolly wanted to divorce him, but Shane threatened her, and she had no choice but to stay married to him. Furthermore, Dolly was also asked by her mother to help her financially. It seems that her face and personality have become distorted due to stress and anger from all sides. Even though she is still in her late 20s, she has become old, looking like she is in her 40s.
Joe, have you finished work yet? I want to talk to you about Kim.
I'm done, but what is it?
Can I call
After that, I got back all the money that Lisa spent and got compensation that Lisa and Mike's parents paid on their behalf. Lisa fought me by not leaving the house easily and waiting for me in front of my office. Lisa's parents immediately took her in their control and promised me that they would never let her near me again. After that, I never saw Lisa's face again. According to the rumors, she's now working hard at her relative's company to pay off a huge debt.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.
Natalie, where are you? Hey, I'm at the venue, but nobody's here. I asked one of the staff who said your wedding was yesterday. I rechecked the invitation. It says the right place and date. What's going on? Hey, answer me.
Sorry, I just landed at the airport.
At the airport? Why are you there? Isn't today your wedding?
My bad. I totally forgot to update you about the changes.
What changes?
So, yeah, the original plan was to have the wedding today, but something urgent came up. We shifted the date to yesterday. I told the other guests, but, I kind of forgot about you.
What the heck? So, where are you now?
I'm in the Bahamas.
Bahamas?
Enjoying my honeymoon with my darling. I'm really sorry.
You took the day off for this and wasted time.
Well, might as well make the most of it. Maybe hit up a nearby national park or do some random sightseeing on your way back. It might feel lonely to hit the hiking trails solo, though.
You did it on purpose, didn't you?
Huh?
It seems like you didn't contact only me.
Oops, I'm busted.
I knew it.
Seriously? Poor you. Not even a heads up from mom and dad about the change.
I have no expectations of them. They've always favored you over me. Guess they don't think of me as their daughter. I haven't really had a proper chat with them for years.
That's probably 'cause you're not as sweet as me, don't you think? Sure, you're good at studying and working, but you should put effort into being more lovable.
I wanted to be loved by them when I was young. But no matter how hard I tried, it felt futile. I gave up on that. They only had eyes for you. Getting out of the house as soon as I could and living alone was the best decision.
It's pretty sad, huh? I know you're a nuisance to the family.
I pleaded with my boss during the busiest times at work to get time off and celebrate with you. It all went to waste, thanks to you. Seriously, this is a crazy, mean stunt you pulled here.
Mean? On the other hand, it's done out of my kindness,
Kindness?
I chose not to invite you to the wedding for your sake.
What do you mean for my sake?
I thought if you came, you might have gone crazy out of the shock.
Me? Going crazy? I don't get it at all. Just tell me the real reason, please.
Do you even realize who I married?
Nope, never met him.
That's impossible. It's someone you know well.
Who?
I actually married your fiancé.
What?
Too bad. I stole him from you. He thought I was a better choice.
What on earth are you talking about? Fiancé?
Oh, please. No need to try saving your face. Haven't you lost touch with him lately? You got dumped because he chose me instead. He thinks a younger, more beautiful sister is better than a plain older woman in her 30s.
I'm telling you, I don't have a fiancé. The name on the invitation you sent me, I don't recognize it at all.
Actually, I changed the groom's name only on your invitation.
What?
Well, I didn't want you to figure out that he was marrying me, so I kept it secret until the last minute to surprise you.
Wow, that's just ridiculous. You went to the extent of altering the groom's name just to mess with me.
But then I felt bad for you. I suddenly changed the wedding date so you couldn't make it. You wouldn't want to see him all cozy with me, right? See, I'm so considerate, ain't I?
Not really. And again, I don't have a fiancé.
Come on, just accept reality. He's now with me.
Yeah, sure. I don't know what fantasy world you're living in, but I'm done discussing this. I'll just go sightseeing or something on my way back. By the way, what's the real name of the groom?
Come on, you know already.
Just spit it out.
Okay, Owen Connor.
Wait, that Owen?
See, he's your fiancé, right? He's younger than you and super good looking like a model. It's such a waste on a plain older woman like you. Even mom and dad say he suits me better.
Oh, really? I see.
So, now that you know his name, is reality sinking in yet?
Yeah, I guess I'm starting to figure it out a bit. Listen, I don't want to be too negative right after your wedding, but maybe reconsider your marriage.
What are you talking about now? Trying to split us up won't work, you know. We're madly in love.
Yeah, you might be now, but it's gonna be a huge problem later.
Wait, are you threatening to sue us or something?
No, that's not what I meant. I actually don't care.
No suing between sisters. He says he prefers me, so just let it go.
No, that's not what I'm trying to tell you.
I get that losing him hurts, but no matter how much you protest, it won't change his feelings. I want you to gracefully accept it, be a big-hearted sister, and bless our marriage.
No, listen to my side of the story.
I don't want to hear a lecture from a jealousy-crazed woman. If you start demanding we break up or threaten to sue, it'll ruin our honeymoon. Well then, I'll bring you a souvenir from the Bahamas, okay? Catch you later.
Wait, Natalie. Suit yourself. Don't come crying to me later.
Hey, Diana. Just got back from the honeymoon. I'll swing by with my love to pass you the souvenir, so look forward to that. When are you usually home? How about Sunday? Hey, Diana. Don't tell me you're still upset. Ignoring me on purpose, huh? Well, I guess losing your fiancé to your little sister can be a shock. You'll probably spend your life just working and feeling lonely. But I'll make up for it by being double happy for you. So forgive me, okay? Diana! For God's sake, answer the phone!
You're annoying this early in the morning? What's up?
Early? It's past 8 a.m.
It's my day off, and I want to sleep in.
This can't wait.
What is it?
I don't know what to do.
So, tell me, what happened?
A strange woman called me.
Okay, and?
She yelled at me, threatening to turn my life into a living nightmare. I've never met, let alone heard of this woman. Why do I have to be threatened by a stranger?
This is why I told you to reconsider the marriage the other day.
What do you mean? I don't get it. Owen was your fiancé, right?
Nope. I told you I didn't have one. Liar! I know you used to be in a relationship with him. Indeed, that was a time when he was my fiancé. We've long split. Technically, he's my ex-fiancé.
Ex?
Yeah, I got fed up with him and called off the engagement.
What happened?
He cheated on me. While we were engaged, he was dating another woman. At that time, I was already getting tired of his cheating habits, so I decided to just let him go. Plus, he was making less money than me.
No way! You never told me you guys broke up. Mom and Dad also thought he was your fiancé, you know.
Why would I bother to tell you guys? Mom and Dad were never interested in my marriage anyway. When I got engaged to Owen, they seemed not to care at all. As for you, we never got along, right? We don't even keep in touch often. That's why I didn't think I needed to tell you guys about our breakup.
Jeez!
Sounds like he messed up again this time too. He made promises to marry someone else while being engaged to you.
Was I being two-timed?
Uh-huh.
What a jerk! Why did he even say he wanted to marry me if he was already engaged to someone else?
What on earth are you talking about? Come on, you're not any different. You thought he was engaged to me and still married him.
I thought it would be fine since it was you. I thought you'd understand and forgive me.
Well, too bad. His real fiancée must be furious by now.
Wait, do you know her?
Of course I do. He was cheating on me with her while we were engaged. By the way, she's the same age as me.
Oh my God. So then he was talking about her when he mentioned a 30-something old lady.
Pretty rude calling a 32-year-old an old lady, don't you think?
So how did she find out about us getting married? Don't tell me you snitched.
I considered spilling the beans, but it looks like that wasn't necessary.
What do you mean?
Turns out, someone at your wedding posted pictures on social media. She found out that way.
Ugh. God damn it. I thought I stole your fiancé, but you were already broken up. And now I'm being threatened by a woman I don't even know?
I'm afraid to ask, but did you pick him because he was my fiancé?
Obviously. I always wanted to be on top compared to you. I'm better looking and loved by Mom and Dad. You getting ahead of me was unacceptable. Plus, he's a total hottie. It's outrageous to see a plain woman like you getting such a good-looking guy.
That's just unbelievable. So you didn't marry him out of love?
If I knew the truth, I wouldn't have married him. He's hot, but he doesn't even have a job.
Huh? Jobless? When did he stop working?
Just recently, thinking he'd eventually inherit the company Dad's running.
But Dad just turned 60. He's not planning to retire anytime soon, right?
I thought the same and stopped him. He said he managed to marry the daughter of a business owner, so he didn't want to hustle now. He plans to stay at my parents' house and do random part-time jobs until he takes over the company. So he's already handed in his resignation.
Oh, wow. He's pretty optimistic even though he's not sure if that would happen. But hey, he chose you, right? It'd be best if you guys just gracefully apologize to the other woman and move on happily.
Then, can you lend me some money?
For what?
I think it's better to pay her off, but I don't have that kind of money. We just had the wedding and splurged on the honeymoon. Both of us are flat broke now. And as I said, he no longer has any income.
Then you go and work hard.
It's impossible with just my salary. You're single and holding a high position at the big company. You must have some financial flexibility.
Even if I had the means, I'm not willing to lend a single penny. Why do I have to bail you guys out? Come on! I'll definitely pay you back. No way. Figure it out yourselves.
Stingy? Fine. I won't rely on you anymore. I don't consider you family anyway.
Listen, Diana, I can't do this anymore. Oh, Natalie, what's up all of a sudden? Haven't heard from you in a while. I'm broke and I can't make ends meet. Oh no, that's rough. You're saying it like it's someone else's problem. Aren't you worried about your little sister? We're family, so help me out. Wait, what? You're the one who said you don't see me as family. And didn't you also say you wouldn't rely on me? Forget all that. Owen's still unemployed. My salary is all gone paying the debts. If this continues, we might end up homeless. But you guys live at our parents' place. Even if you're poor, you won't be without a home, right? That's the thing. We might have to sell the house. What? Dad's business went under. Oh dear. Well, I knew it wasn't doing well for a while. It finally went bankrupt, huh? Owen's disappointed about not becoming the CEO of a company. Lately, he hasn't even been going to his part-time job. When he married you, he thought he'd inherit the business. Guess he was aiming for the high life, but it seems he didn't check the state properly. You know what he said? He married me not because he loved me, but because Dad was the CEO. Yeah, I'm sure. Even when we were engaged, he was after the company. But you married him thinking he was my fiancé, right? I don't think you can blame him entirely. Anyway, I have a favor to ask. What? If it's about money, I'm not lending any. No, it's not about money. Can we move in with you? What the heck? I mean, you live alone in that big apartment, right? Since there are plenty of rooms, it shouldn't be a big deal if the entire family moves in. I'm not sure. Actually, you should be happy about having us with you. I'm sure it's more fun to have us around than living in solitude. I'll help with the chores, so let's live together. That's not possible. Why not? I know you're lonely. You don't need to put on a strong face, you know. I'm not alone, but two of us now. Two of you? I didn't tell you guys, but I'm planning to get married soon. You're kidding! You're getting married? Yeah. You said you didn't have a fiancé. That was over half a year ago. Right after you got married, I started seeing the CEO of one of our company's business partners. The CEO? Well, his company isn't that big, though. He's 5 years older than me, and he understands I'm not close with my family. He's okay with not having a wedding and simply getting it done at the city hall. So, we're living in my apartment together now. Wow! You're marrying a CEO! I plan to keep working, though. He's good at housework and initiates it. He's my ideal husband. What about us, then? How will we live if we lose the house? That's not my concern. You guys should figure something out together. Totally unfair. It's all about you, always being unfair. Excuse me? I'm stuck with an unemployed husband and parents who are about to lose their house. Yet here you are, marrying a CEO and being happy? That's so unfair. Well, that's the consequence of your actions. You're so cold to your family. You all have been neglecting me all this time. Asking for help and pretending to be a family all of a sudden is just audacious. Please, I'll apologize for everything. Let us move in with you. And please give us some money. I'm telling you, I don't want to. Well, bye. Wait! Please, I'm begging you, help! My parents ended up selling the house, and 4 of them moved into a small apartment. They believed it was the kids' duty to take care of their aging parents and didn't try to work. Owen lost all motivation to work after not becoming a CEO. In the end, only Natalie could support the family. As a result, the four of them ended up living in extreme poverty. Living like that makes people bitter, I guess. They're blaming each other, saying, "It's your fault we ended up in such a miserable situation." Meanwhile, I recently got married and we're having a blast in our newlywed life. We're currently residing in an apartment, but planning to build our own home soon. We've been excitedly brainstorming the layout and all. Unfortunately, there aren't any good memories from the home I grew up in. But my in-laws love me as if I were their daughter. I want to cherish this new family from now on.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.
end up being alone in old age, you know? Don't worry, it's already taken care of. It's going to be alright. I'm saying it's not. That's why we should get back together, okay? Come on, let's be honest. Let's get married. You know what? Why did you ignore what I said earlier about being married? Huh? No way. You're kidding, right? It's not easy to find a guy willing to marry a 33-year-old woman. Are you stupid? I can find another relationship in 7 years. There are plenty of women over 30 who are married for the first time nowadays. Well, you're an exception, right? You've been hung up on me all this time. It doesn't matter about times or anything, so... Exactly, that's the point. What is it? When did anyone tell you that I still have feelings for you? I'm asking if someone actually said that to you. Have you become so senile at 38 that you're hearing auditory hallucinations? Well, I don't think we need to confirm every little thing if we had an emotional connection. An emotional connection? Well, at the moment of breaking up, that kind of thing got cut off instantly, you know? No, that's not true. I'll say it again. I'm already married. Haha, you're funny. I have 3 kids. What? You have kids? 3 of them? Oh, now you're getting shaken up. What? How? You love me, but you're having kids with another guy? Doing such crazy things and pretending to be someone you're not. You're being too hard on yourself just because you're afraid of being a spinster. OMG! I've been telling you that I do not care about you anymore. No. At the moment we broke up, that part of me that loved you turned into an icicle. Baloney. I have absolutely no intention of starting over with you, even if humanity were on the brink of extinction. Oh God. You really need to do something about your blind optimism. You're not old enough to be senile. How's that possible? I don't have a place to live. What the heck? To be honest, after I quit my job and moved to the city, I haven't been able to find a new job. But Lydia, after a month, started working full-time without any problems.
for the first time in a while since I live in my husband's hometown far away. By the way, the wedding was this past Saturday, and Jessie was there too.
Saturday? No, it was on Sunday.
You mean yesterday?
It's supposed to be a little far away and not around here. She left on Saturday, the wedding was yesterday, and she's coming back tomorrow. She left the kids with my parents.
What the heck? The wedding was at a hotel in the next town. If you live around here, a day trip should be enough.
I'm confused. What's going on?
I guess I should tell you.
What? You know something?
I'll tell you first that it's not something I was directly involved in.
Tell me.
One of my friends was at the wedding and saw Jessie and Keith making out in the alley behind the hotel.
No. Keith is...
Yeah, her ex-boyfriend. My friend who witnessed it knew I was divorced after she took you away from me. She couldn't keep quiet about it, so she told me. What can I say? Those two. I don't know, maybe they met again at the wedding and it just happened that way. Or maybe they've been like that for a while. My friend and I were wondering which it was. The fact that she lied to you about the date and place of the wedding.
Wait, cut it out. Just because you're jealous of my happiness.
I don't care if you're happy or unhappy. Anyway, I've told you what I know. You can figure out the rest on your own.
Hey, Patricia. Patricia!
Well, what can I say? It's unfortunate, but he brought it upon himself, so I don't have much sympathy for him. Since he kept contacting me relentlessly after that, I ended up blocking him. A few days later, he showed up at my parents' house with the twins. He shouted,
I've decided to get back together with Patricia and raise these kids together.
At the top of his lungs for the whole neighborhood to hear. I had explained the situation to my parents in advance, so my dad called the police without hesitation. Marcus was taken away by the police and was fired from his job when his workplace found out about it. In the end, the twins were adopted by distant relatives with common sense. I believe that they're definitely happier than being raised by an airhead.
Hey, Miss Anderson, you're following my boyfriend. What? Who texted me all of a sudden? Could it be you're Amy Smith, who worked for me at the previous company? Yes, that's right. That's not important. Just stop following my boyfriend. Your boyfriend? Who are you talking about? Don't play dumb with me. You've been stalking my boyfriend the whole time. Stalking? Me? You're over 50 years old, aren't you? You're too old to be stalking a young guy in his 20s. I'm not stalking anyone. Bullshit! I've witnessed it many times. I've seen you bothering my man by following him around. I don't know who are you talking about. I work with a lot of different people in my line of work now, so I don't know who you are talking about. He's good looking, in a suit, tall. There are plenty of people in the world with those traits, and that's not enough to know. At the very least, you need to tell his name. I don't want to leave my boyfriend's name on the filthy stalker's phone. Then, I have no idea who you are talking about. Anyway, that guy is my boyfriend. Don't hang around him. What are you really talking about? I have a husband and a son to begin with. Huh? You're married and have a son and you're stalking my boyfriend? My boyfriend and your son are probably the same age, right? Ew, that's disgusting. There's no way an old hag like you could be dating him, you pervert. I told you I'm not doing that. Shut up! From this moment on, you will never go near my boyfriend. I'm home, Sean. Welcome back, Mom. It must have been tough to go on a 6-month business trip overseas. Thank you. I was actually supposed to come home yesterday, but I didn't expect the flight to be cancelled due to the bad weather. Well, I'm relieved that you made it home for my wedding tomorrow. Sorry to make you worry, but after all, I haven't even met and greeted your fiancée yet. It's okay. You'll see her at the wedding tomorrow. I've told her all about your situation, so don't worry. Thank you. Well, I'm going to take a bath early tonight and go to bed. Yeah, good night. Good night. Hey! Why are you at my wedding? Why does an old lady who was stalking my darling have to do with the wedding? Could it be the person you assumed I was stalking? That's right. He's my darling, the handsome groom of today. I'm glad I found out what you were up to before you ruined our wedding. It was close. Miss Smith, that's my line. As soon as you saw my face, you grabbed me by the collar and threw me out of the ceremony hall. When I tried to go inside again, the wedding staff stopped me. Did you tell them anything? Of course I did. I strongly urged them not to let that old woman in because she was the stalker of the groom. I came here to attend my own son's wedding. Huh? Liar! There's only one wedding to be held here today, and it's mine. Yes, then this makes it extra clear. What? I'm definitely the mother of your groom, Sean. Huh? I knew that my son's girlfriend's name is Amy Smith, but that is a very common name. Actually, I know someone else with the same name besides you. Besides, I was so busy with my new job that I had forgotten about my former subordinate, Amy Smith. That was careless of me. I'm sorry about that. What? I don't understand. My groom is the past is not going to change the present. Then, please come back. I know you're Sean's mother. I believe you. I hurt my knee because of you, and now I'm in the hospital. What? If you'll excuse me. Hey, Sean! Please reconsider. I really didn't mean any harm. I just misunderstood things a little. Let me ask you one thing. You saw me and my mother walking together, and you thought she was my stalker. I showed you a picture of my mother once before. Didn't you recognize at that time that your alleged stalker and my mother were the same person?
Well, I didn't really look at the picture. I didn't remember.
I see.
So, I didn't think it was the same person.
That being said, why didn't you just ask me what really happened instead of blaming my mother? If you had done that, you could have cleared up the misunderstanding right away. Or at least, we might not have had to call off the marriage.
Even if you say that.
You're right. I'm not gonna change my mind now.
Oh no! Sean!
This is goodbye. From now on, please go through a lawyer. Don't ever contact me again.
Please! I don't want to break up with Sean! Talk to Sean! Miss Anderson!
Why should I do what you ask?
But you don't want your own son's marriage to be ruined by trifles like this!
Trifles?
Sure, as his mother, you have to convince him.
There's no point in convincing him since I'm fine with the breakup too.
Oh no, Miss Anderson! Please!
Sean told you to go through a lawyer from now on, didn't he? I'm the same way.
But
if you'll excuse me. First, my knee injury was minor and it has healed completely. Then, Amy found out about it and asked my son to get married, saying, "If it's completely healed, there's no reason to be angry anymore. Let's get married!" With a big smile. I asked her for a reasonable amount of money to cover the cost of treatment, alimony, and the wedding. But when she saw the amount, she went like,
"How can I pay such a large amount of money?"
and pressed him to get back together. Of course, my son would not comply, and the amount charged would not go away. She was persistent after that, so he sued her for stalking and obtaining a restraining order. Amy is now thrown into a supervised workplace through a relative, and she now works half crying to pay off her debt.
reason why he's home all the time isn't because he's working remotely.
Because he's unemployed. That's for sure.
I don't think so.
I mean, to begin with, Daniel had been a regular office worker all the time.
Huh?
Because it was a major company, it was definitely higher than the average annual income around the world. Still, $20,000 is clearly not an amount that can be paid in a lump sum.
Huh? Why? Isn't Daniel an executive of a major company?
What?
I saw his name on the company's website.
Oh, maybe. Did you mistake him for someone else?
Someone else?
It seems the managing director has the same name as Daniel.
No way!
Oh, please. Daniel is still in his early 30s. How is it possible that he's an executive in a big company? He wasn't like an exceptional worker. Where on earth did you get that idea?
You're lying! Then why did I take Daniel away from you? Not only is it meaningless, it's a huge loss. I was cheated. I don't want him. I'll give him back to you.
No, thank you. Okay, I'm going back to work.
Wait for me.
Bye-bye. At this point, their honeymoon was cancelled. However, they had to pay a cancellation fee, and in the end, they did not get the $20,000 back. It seems that Daniel had texted my sister that he had been fired. Therefore, my sister's claim that she was tricked into marrying him was dismissed, and she divorced him without receiving alimony. The $20,000 for the honeymoon was actually her debt. According to Daniel, he made her borrow the money for the luxurious honeymoon. She seemed to have mistaken the IOU for a prenuptial agreement and signed it without reading it carefully. After that, she has been working several jobs to pay off the debt. I can't help but feel that both of them are equally stupid. Anyway, it'll be fine if she would just stay out of my life from now on.
Hi, Andrew.
Okay then.
Hey Andrew, have you arrived yet? I've got takeout for lunch. We'll eat and talk about our future. I'm so looking forward to seeing you. I can't wait. My parents are excited too. Hey Andrew, is everything okay? I stopped by our parents' house, but nobody was there. I checked on the airline app and your flight was on time. I'm worried because my message hasn't been read. Text me when you read this. Andrew, is everything okay? What the hell? Why didn't you come visit today? It's terrible. You stood me up.
What? I didn't stand you up.
Andrew! You finally texted me back.
My bad. My phone was acting up all day. I had it on silent mode and literally I just read your messages. By the way, I'm confused. You said I'd stood you up. What is that about?
Oh my god. Of course. It's about our marriage. I waited for you at home all day. I ordered some starters and pizza for us. My family and I finished it without you.
Hold on. I have no idea what you're talking about. I didn't stand you up. And why did I have to go to your house?
Huh? What do you mean? As I said, we were waiting for you. I didn't hear from you until just now. And now you're talking nonsense.
What the hell are you talking about?
This is terrible. If you keep talking like this, I won't marry you.
Huh?
How about that? Surprised? If you come by right now and apologize to me, I will forgive you. And I want you to tell my parents that we're engaged.
Where should I start? Okay, from Maggie and her friends. They were all about when you were in the same class with her. What did you hear? Apparently, you were mean to Maggie.
Was I?
When you heard we were in the same after-school program, you told her to stay away from me. Don't hang around him. Don't even think of him as a friend, Miss Four Eyes. Why did you say such things? You were not my girlfriend or anything.
That's because...
First of all, we were in the same after-school program by chance. I joined after she signed up for it.
Well...
The other day, Maggie's best friend told me the ridiculous story. Which activity I signed up for was none of your business. Neither was who I hung out with. I felt sorry for Maggie when I heard the story.
I think you're being a bit dramatic. I couldn't stand her. She was getting too close to my boyfriend.
I've never been your boyfriend.
Andrew, we are besties and we are meant to be life partners.
We grew up together, for sure. But you're not the love of my life.
What? Seriously? Andrew?
Come on, I've had enough.
Are you kidding me?
I had a crush on Maggie, not you. She's the woman I want to marry, not you. I didn't choose you. Do you understand?
Oh my God.
You know, I think we should stop contacting each other for a while.
No!
By the way, my parents are moving out of town sometime soon. My dad is getting transferred at work. I don't think I'll be back here much.
That makes me sad.
Sarah, take care.
Andrew. Please don't leave me.
I'm not sure where Sarah's idea of childhood friends being the perfect match for each other came from. When I think about her having those feelings for me for so long, I feel sorry for her. But she'd been lying constantly just to get my attention. She misinterpreted everything I said. What is worse was the way she treated Maggie. It was absolutely unacceptable. Recently, a friend of mine told me that Sarah started looking for her future partner. She started telling people that she was engaged to her manager, who has a wife and kid. The company fired her right away for what she did. Now she sits at home complaining that she doesn't know how to start her relationship.
Hey, long time no see. Oh, Rachel, my dear daughter, it's been so long. I haven't heard from you for about half a year now. I was a little worried. How's work? Everything good? Well, I guess so. It's only my second year, so there's still a lot to learn. Really? That sounds tough. Don't work too hard, or you'll get sick. Do you have enough money? And have enough to eat? If you need some financial support or need some food, just let me know. Not that I can support you a lot, but still. No, it's okay. I've already got a job and have my own income now. I can buy enough food for myself, so you don't have to go out of your way to send anything. I don't eat a lot anyway. Okay, that's fine then. But if you ever need anything, be sure to let me know. And you should come and visit me once in a while, even if it's just for Thanksgiving or Christmas. Hey, can I cut to the chase now? Oh, I'm sorry. I was doing all the talking. What was this call about? You know what? I'm getting married. What? You're getting married? I met him at a company social gathering. We've been dating for a year now, although I haven't told you about it. Well, that's very exciting. I'm surprised since it came out of nowhere, but congratulations. So, we're planning to have our wedding ceremony in 6 months, but I don't want you to come to the wedding. What? The man I'm marrying is a scion of a family who owns a big company. He's smart, kind, and very good at his work. His parents are kind, always dressed neatly, rich, and respectable. To such people, I was too embarrassed to tell them that I grew up in a single-parent home. So, I told them that I had no parents and that I was all by myself now. What? I can't believe you, Rachel. Why did you say that? I've always hated you. You're so shabby and lame. Seeing you, so miserable, struggling to make money, and living in that small dingy house, I just hated everything. What? I had to put up with everything because we didn't have any money. Clothes and school supplies were always secondhand or hand-me-downs from the neighbors. I was never given anything new. Due to work, you never came to school events. I was always lonely and miserable. It's true that you had to put up with many things because of my work. I couldn't pay much attention to you, and I made you sad. I regret that. I'm really sorry, but I did it all so that you could go to a good school. I was trying to support your future. No one asked you to do so. You're trying to patronize me. No. Well, I do thank you for sending me to college, although it was all studying and working without much fun. Thanks to you, I got a good job at a good company and met my guy. So, I'll call it even. Since we don't owe each other anything, let's become strangers. Understand what I mean? Let's cut ties. Cut ties? Why? I'm going to be the wife of the next president of a major company. And I'm ashamed to have a poor mother. You're not well suited to be my mother. That's why I'm cutting you off. I don't want you to have anything to do with me ever again. I'm finally going to have a normal life. Don't get in my way. I understand. If you say so, then I guess I have no choice. It's your life. You can do whatever you want. But don't forget this. Your mother will always wish for your happiness. Who are you? I don't have a mother. Hello. How are you? It's Rachel. Oh, Rachel. It's been a long time since we talked. 2 years, maybe? How have you been? How's your married life? Are you happy? Yeah, I'm fine. Well, I have something to tell you. Or rather, a favor to ask you. Oh, yeah. I have something to tell you, too. I'm getting remarried. What? Well, actually, after hearing about your marriage, I felt the weight being lifted off my shoulders. So, I decided to enjoy of it as helping me. Well, Rachel, it's none of my business. What? I'm saying that I'm refusing to do so. Why should I let you use our dinner party to avoid your divorce? Mark and I are not your tools. You already found a job, got married, and become an adult. You are supposed to take care of your own misbehavior, right? Don't depend on your parents forever. Oh no, why? You sowed the seeds yourself, didn't you? You lied badly and deceived your husband. Now you're in trouble for that. Besides, you cut ties with your own mother to make yourself look good. And now you want to rely on her when it suits you? That's too selfish of you. I'm too ashamed to introduce such a shallow daughter to Mark. Oh no! If you don't help me, he might divorce me. Please, just show your face to my husband and in-laws for a minute. You said you wished for my happiness. Sure, I said I wished for your happiness, but just wished. I won't interfere with you in any ways. Happiness is something you have to grasp yourself. Don't say that. I don't want to get divorced. I don't want to miss out on this opportunity of being married to a wealthy family. Please help me, Mom. Oh my God, who are you? I'm sorry, I'm having trouble remembering who you are. What are you talking about? You've been talking to me normally just a few seconds ago. Mom? Mom? Oh my God, you're crazy. I don't have a daughter. I ignored all her calls, blocked her number and emails. I moved out of the apartment I was living in and completely insulated myself from her. After that, Rachel's husband contacted me. He apologized for their rudeness, even though they did not know about my existence. Rachel's relationship with her husband became strange because of this incident. In the end, they got divorced. She got kicked out of their house and moved back to the apartment she had lived during her college days. Her standard of living dropped drastically, and she is struggling to pay off her scholarship. I also apologized to Rachel's ex-husband for the trouble my daughter has caused him. After that, I never had anything to do with Rachel or anyone related to her. I married Mark a year later. Mark's children are kind to me, and I live a happy life now. Nancy, may I have a word? Oh, Katie, it's been a long time. Can I ask you a favor? What? I'm going back to my hometown tonight. Please come over to my parents' house and help me unpack my things. You're coming home? Help you unpack? I got divorced, so I'm going back to my parents' house. What? What happened all of a sudden? It's just so out of the blue. I couldn't believe what you just said. I mean, you've only been married for 6 months. Do your parents know about this? I just sent them a text. Oh, that's too sudden. But I've already said goodbye to their house and packed up all of my belongings. I have no choice but to go back to my parents' house. So, please make sure there's enough room for me to sleep tonight. Anyway, be careful on the way. Nancy, is this a good boyfriend does, who work for IT companies. There are lots of people who work remotely, even if they don't work for an IT company. In short, my poor sister-in-law, Katie, you're embarrassed to be jobless, so you're pretending to have a job. Huh? So miserable. That's not true. Enough talking. Hurry up and come pick me up. I can't. Why? Today I'm working. Huh? What is a jobless person saying? Employees who work remotely have a few days a month to go to the office in person. Today is that day, and I've already arrived at the office. What? My break time is over. Bye. Hey, I'm going to be late for my date if I take the bus now. You're such a mean sister-in-law. Because of you, I was late for our date and he was so disappointed in me. It's terrible. I hate you. Good evening, Katie. Are you talking about that date you texted me earlier? Don't blame me for that. I was late because you didn't take me there by car. It's all your fault. He's strict about being on time. He was in a bad mood during the date. Next time I come late, he'll definitely dump me. If he wanted me to drop you off, you should have at least told me the day before. You're jobless, so you're not busy, right? Even today, you just used the car to hang out, and it was too much trouble to come back. So you lied saying you went to work. I know what you're thinking. I work for a company. Of course I have to go to work. You're always at home. That means you're not working. It's just that I work remotely and not go to the office every day. There's no way you can do factory work from home. I've been telling you that I do desk work. That's enough. I get it. I'll get proof that you're jobless. A woman like you who's leading an easy life with my brother's money. My brother should divorce you ASAP. Hey, Katie. Ah, it's my jobless sister-in-law. Where are you now? I'm on a date with my boyfriend. Come back here right now. No way. I'm on a date to apologize for being late the other night, which was because of you, Katie. Maybe I won't be coming home tonight. You messed with my PC. Huh? What are you talking about? My intercom caught you using a spare key to break in. What? I also have a security camera in my workroom. It caught you tampering with my PC. You still think you can get away with this? That's too bad. I didn't expect you to find out so quickly. So you admit it? Yes, I did it. There was a folder named Work. I deleted the whole folder. Did you see what was in the folder? I couldn't see it because it was locked. I guess there were some downloaded games or something in there. I'm sure the folder name Work was just a dummy. Now, you can't play games on the PC anymore. Serves you right. That PC is exclusively for work. Huh? The work folder is where I stored all my proposals and reference materials. Huh? Proposals? Reference materials? That's the kind of work you do at a factory company? I told you, the company has a strong public image of factories. In order to make a product in a factory, you need a department that comes up with ideas of that product. I'm in a department that invents new products. That's basically a desk job, which means I can work remotely. Do you understand? What? Well, so that means You deleted my work-related data. Oh, I can't just let it go. So, I reported this incident to your parents. Oh no! I heard what happened to you. The reason of your divorce was a debt of $30,000 caused by your spending spree. But you still haven't started working? Well, that was... You called me jobless, but in fact, you are the one jobless. And you even have debts. You're so pathetic. A jobless, debt-covered woman who got divorced. Ha ha ha. Shut up! Oh, I have a message from your parents. Get out of my house, you disgraceful, jobless, troubling bitch, is what they said. Oh no! And so, Katie was kicked out of her parents' house and started a life of paying off her debts without any support. By the way, she was dumped by her boyfriend at that time. When she showed him our exchanging texts and complained about it, he scolded her and broke up. Why? She said and cried. She went home with her makeup falling off, resulting in a black, messy face or something. Also, about the deleted work folder. To my surprise, it was saved. Katie wasn't familiar with PCs, so she just tossed it in the trash folder and wore a smug look on her face saying, "Serves you right." Of course, I kept it a secret from her as a reminder. I just hope she will take this opportunity to reflect on her actions and do her best to repay her debts.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.